Okay, I think it's a really interesting question about how we then take advantage of the local expertise within individual schools and also the expertise that the principal have in relation to encourage people to take advantage of the local language centre in individual schools. So clearly principals are very, very busy, but through leadership, I would say what needs to happen, which is what's happened in the UK, is individual principals need to identify nodal people or trailblazers, if you like, champions of technology within their own schools, and to encourage them either to offer PD sessions to enhance everybody's skills within the school, but more importantly, in a way, to give those teachers the opportunity to meet with other teachers in other local schools and to build a professional community. That can be done in face-to-face opportunities, but in my experience, using virtual means through Twitter and through blogging as well, particularly Twitter, is a fantastic way of developing a professional learning network. So I think it's the job of principals to enable that to happen, not necessarily for them to be doing lots of tweeting because they don't have time to do that, but I think what they need to do is to harness the expertise they already have in their local schools and to join people together. So it's all about getting the nodal people to connect with each other and to meet up, and that's when the magic happens, I think. And that's exactly what needs to happen, because that's exactly what's happened in the UK. And now, for example, I wrote a Guardian article on the Guardian Teacher Network. In fact, I've written two articles for the Guardian Teacher Network, one in February and one in May. The one in February was talking about a community of language teachers, language professionals and language consultants and associations in the UK called the MFL Twitterati. And it talks about the roots of the MFL Twitterati, how these communities came together to form one big community, one powerful community of teachers from all over the country interested in languages, and the impact, more importantly in a way, on what's happening in the classroom. And the main impact that people have found of being part of this community is a huge increase in their own professional and personal development in relation to the use of languages and ideas and experimentation and that sort of thing, but also the impact in the classroom in the sense of being able to provide more engaging lessons, being able to take more risks, their children being more engaging because of the fact they're using a much wider variety of teaching methods that they've learnt through discussion and conversation as part of the MFL Twitterati. And I think that what we've achieved in the UK, which is leading the world, I would suggest, in the use of social media amongst language teachers, which again I wrote about in May, with the question, are language teachers leading the way in the use of educational technology? And I think we absolutely are. And I think that what needs to happen here is what's happened in the UK about 4 years ago, which is bringing together these nodal people that I've spoken about through face-to-face meetups, through conferences, through teach meets and those sorts of things, to get them to join up through Twitter, maybe create a list. I've already created a list on Twitter called the OZNZ Langs list, which would be a good starting point. There's 190 members on there. That would be a good starting point to bring all these people all together, because there are. I'm very lucky, having been around a lot of Australia and met lots and lots of language teachers, that I've met some absolutely outstanding practice. And really, it's a question of connecting these people all together and to get them to talk about things on a local level as well as on a national level. And that's how this community will be kickstarted, and it will be to the benefit of everybody. And I really strongly believe that, passionately, in fact.